Sabrina Ionescu on lessons from Kobe Bryant, the pain of Brittney Griner's ordeal, and her Olympic debut. We're at a point in our society today where women finally have a voice, and the more we continue to fight for that, it shows in the sports world, says New York Liberty guard Sabrina Ionescu, the 2020 #1 overall WNBA draft pick, three-time All-Star, and member of the current USA Women's Olympic basketball team. The growth of the WNBA over the last 5 years has been tremendous. This year's rookies, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Cameron Brink, have entered the league at an all-time high. And they've helped the league's popularity grow by bringing their college fans with them. People are starting to see, if you invest in women at a young age, you can see it's a good product. Here, Ionescu talks with Lisa Robinson about the WNBA's fight for social justice and women's rights, her competitive spirit, that three-point shooting contest with Steph Curry, her friendship with Kobe Bryant, and how she was told as a child not to play sports with boys and to instead play with dolls. Lisa Robinson, you got married last March to Las Vegas Raiders center Hroniss Gracie. You're basically a newlywed. How do you juggle your personal life with the WNBA season? Sabrina Ionescu. It's been a part of our relationship since we started dating my last year in college, the University of Oregon, so it's something we're used to. His playing football helps a little bit. Because our seasons don't 100% overlap, he's been able to see my games as well. It's good to have that perspective of being married to another athlete. It keeps me level-headed. Before all the current hubbub about Caitlin Clark, you were an outstanding college player and a #1 pick in the WNBA. Do you think the ascent of the W has a lot to do with stars like you and Aya Wilson, Kobe Bryant's interest in women's and girls' basketball, those awful photos of the women's accommodations in the pandemic bubble compared to the men's, Brittney Griner's incarceration in Russia, or all of the above? The growth has been tremendous. I think TV ratings were up 42% last year from the year before, and that was before a lot of these new players came into the league. It's been a long time coming because so many great players laid down the foundation for us to get to where we're at today. Visibility, attendance, and being on TV all plays a huge role in the interest in the women's game. It's a movement. We've been able to see it in women's soccer, and now we're seeing it in basketball. People are starting to see how fun our games are, and also women finally, well, maybe not have a seat at the table, but we have a voice in the sports world. That's something we all talk about as a union and as a team. It's appalling to me that 4 out of 12 teams in the W don't have those women's reproductive rights in their state. As a union and a league, we continue to try to use our voices and resources to fight for what's right. It's hard because there are so many opinions and views, but at the end of the day, I believe that we've always been at the forefront of change. When we collectively use our voices, we see change in specific communities. Especially with the election coming up, we are going to have to figure out ways to amplify our voices, to be heard and to see the change we want to see. I haven't seen it or been a part of it. What I always try to promote is to see everyone succeed. I want to lift everyone up, and the hard part is, society tears people down, and social media is awful. I never want to be the person who tears anyone down. I had a season-ending injury in 2020 and wasn't able to be in the bubble, but to see how the W was at the forefront of a lot of protest and change, following the killings of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, we weren't afraid of the repercussions. We were ahead of the NBA and the NFL.